Hi my dear students, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and watch my previous videos to understand the basic concepts of heat transfer. Now, in previous classes, we have seen plane slab, cylinder and sphere under these assumptions. What are the assumptions? Steady state, one-dimensional heat transfer, no heat generation, constant thermal conductivity. Now, in this class, we will do analysis on variable area. See, in this variable area, one-dimensional heat transfer. Heat is transferring in x direction. Okay, there is no heat transfer in y direction. That's why I mentioned insulated. Okay, now under these assumptions, steady state, one-dimensional heat transfer, no heat generation, constant thermal conductivity and lateral surfaces are insulated. Now let us do analysis. Now see, in this case, while the length is increasing, the radius also increases. Now the radius increasing or the change in radius is in terms of L, or the change in radius is with respect to distance or the length of the section. Now for L distance, now what is the change in radius? Now write down equation. For L distance, the change in radius. Now see here, up to here the radius is R1. Now for L distance, what is the change in radius? This is the amount of change in radius of this section. Hope you understood. Now what is this change? Can I say this change is R2 minus R1? R2 minus R1. Now can I write it as R2 minus R1? This is the change in radius for L distance. Okay. Now can I write? Now write an equation for R2. R2 is equal to R1 plus this distance. Okay, R2 is equal to R1 plus this distance. Now let us mention this as y. Okay, now this y, what is mean by y here? This is change in radius. Okay, now this radius, the change in radius is with respect of distance, with the respective of L distance. Now write down this distance in terms of L. Okay, now that y, R2 is equal to R1 plus this y I am writing in terms of L because we know the L value. Okay, now this y can be written as some constant into length. Why we have written? Because the change in radius is with respect to length. Okay, here we know the length of this object. Now this distance is converting in terms of L by taking some constant c. Now write down constant c from this equation. Now constant c is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by L. Hope you understood. Now for example, at some distance x, at some distance x. Say the radius is r. Now at x distance, now what is r? At x distance, the radius is equal to, see, r is equal to r1 plus this distance, r1 plus this distance. Now r is equal to r1 plus constant into length. What is the distance? That is x. Now constant into x, because the change in radius is with respect to distance from t1 for x is equal to 0. Hope you understood. Now write down heat transfer equation, where at x distance, now heat transfer at x. Now write down heat transfer equation. Now let us do analysis. Heat conducting at x distance, exactly at this plane. Now according to Fourier law, we know that heat transfer equation Q is equal to minus K A dt by dx. Right. Now this can be Q 1 by A into dx minus K dt. Now what is A here? Assume this is, the cross section is circular. Okay, the cross section is in circular shape. Assume for this object the cross section is circular. Okay, now exactly at this, what is the area? That is Q 1 divided by, we know that area, what is the area formula? Pi r square, that is pi r square into dx, sorry, is equal to minus K dt. Now in place of r, substitute r1 plus cx. Now Q into 1 divided by pi into, now what is r? R1 plus constant x into whole square, pi r square into dx is equal to minus K dt. Now by integrating on both sides, now I want total heat transfer in this body. Now by integrating on both sides, now Q, integrate from 0 to L, 1 divided by R1 plus Cx whole square into dx minus K, integrate from T1 to T2. Now Q divided by pi, now integration of 1 by x square minus 1 by x, minus 1 divided by R1 plus Cx and constant 1 divided by C, L to 0. Here minus K T2 minus T1. Now Q divided by pi into C. Now substitute L and take minus outside here. Now 1 divided by R1 plus C into, in place of X, substitute L, minus, and substitute in place of X, 0. 1 divided by R1 is equal to minus K T2 minus T1. Now this can be written as minus Q by pi into C. Now see here. Now what is R2? R2 is equal to R1 plus this distance, that is C into L. R2 is equal to R1 plus C into L. Now R2 is equal to R1 plus CL. Now in place of R1 plus CL, write down R2 minus R1 is equal to K into T1 minus T2. Now write down. Now can I write this? Q minus Q divided by pi C. Now what is C value? We know that C is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by L. Now in place of C, substitute R2 minus R1 divided by L. Okay. Now this can be written as R1 minus R2 divided by R1 R2 is equal to K into T1 minus T2. Now take minus inside. Q L divided by pi into R2 minus R1. Here also R2 minus R1 divided by R1 R2. Here R2 minus 1, R2 minus R1, R2 minus R1 cancel, is equal to minus K T1 minus T2. Therefore the equation of heat transfer in variable cross section area is Q is equal to pi K R1 R2 T1 minus T2 divided by L. This is the equation. Hope you understood. Suppose if you want to find out the temperature at X distance. Now what is the temperature here? Now to find out temperature here, we have to integrate from 0 to X. 1 divided by A into dx is equal to integrate from minus K, integrate from T1 to T into dt. Okay, now from this equation we can find out the temperature at any distance X. Okay, now let's solve one problem, numerical. Now read the question on screen. A conical cylinder of length 20 centimeter. Okay, the length is given 20 centimeter and the radius R1 is given 1.25 centimeter and R2 is given 2.5 centimeter, where R2 is greater than R1, is fully insulated on outer surfaces, that is lateral surface, and two ends are maintained at a temperature T1 and T2, where T1 is greater than T2. Therefore, heat transfer takes place from T1 to T2. Consider one-dimensional steady-state heat flow. Calculate the heat transfer. Take thermal conductivity K equal to 40 watt per meter Kelvin. Given temperatures, T1 is equal to 227 degrees centigrade and T2 is 27 degree centigrade. Now simply all the values are given. Now under these assumptions, consider steady state one dimensional heat flow. Calculate the heat transfer where K is 40 watt per meter Kelvin. Now under these assumptions, we know the equation Q equal to K pi R1 R2 T1 minus T2 divided by L. For example, if you don't remember this formula, what you have to do? Simply, we know the Fourier law equation. Yes or no? Fourier law for conduction, Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dx. Simple. From this equation, by integrating from 0 to L, we can find out this equation. Hope you understood. Now substitute all the given data. Pi, K is 40 watt per meter Kelvin. What is R1? 1.25. Please convert into meter into 10 to the power of minus 2 into R2 is 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 into 227 minus 27 degree centigrade divided by the length of the cylinder, that is 20 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Therefore, the heat transfer through this conical cylinder is 39.26 degree centigrade. Hope you understood this question.